20 years at this company. Built teams. Launched 5 products.
That's a lot.
Right? So my manager hands me a chart. The company's compensation system says I'm worth a below-market raise.
Below market? After 20 years?
That's the thing. Even I don't know how to handle this. And I'm the manager who's been working with this system for my own team.
Wait, you've been giving raises with this system?
Exactly. Which is why I'm so frustrated right now.
Welcome back to Dad and Sophia Talk. I'm Sophia.
And I'm David, Korean immigrant, IT manager, 30 years in America.
Fluent English speaker.
Fluent, yes, but not perfect.
That's why we're here. I study communication, how people actually talk.
And she finds my mistakes.
Every episode, 3 grammar mistakes. This one's different though.
How?
This one's about money. When a computer is judging your worth.
And you have to talk back to the computer.
Our listeners are B2-C1 level. You sound fluent, right?
Very fluent.
But in salary conversations, something's off. Maybe you sound emotional. Maybe powerless.
So today, we're fixing that?
Today, we're teaching you how to talk money when the system isn't human anymore. Part 1. Okay, so tell me, what happened in your review?
My manager Tom calls me in. He's got this chart.
A chart?
Says the company hired people to do compensation analysis for fairness.
That sounds good.
I thought so, until I saw the results. The system recommended a raise that's below market.
How much below?
Significantly. And here's the thing. I know because I've been managing compensation with this system for 6 years.
You've been working with it?
With my team. Last month I had to tell Sarah, excellent developer, 4 years with me, that the system recommended 2%.
What's Sarah's market value?
Around $110K. She's significantly underpaid. But I couldn't override the system.
You couldn't? You're her manager.
Exactly. That's what kills me. I know she's valuable. But the system says 2%.
What did you do?
I asked Tom, can we adjust for Sarah? He said, build a data-backed case.
What does that mean?
Prove the system got it wrong. Show market data. But here's the irony. Now I'm in Sarah's position.
Same situation?
Exact same. I'm the one who needs the data-backed case now.
But you know what the system is missing?
Everything that makes me valuable. 20 years, teams built, 5 products launched.
So the system doesn't see impact?
Doesn't see loyalty, doesn't see relationships, doesn't see anything except title and tenure.
But it calculates something?
Minimum pay to keep you. That's it. Not fair value. Not market value. Minimum.
That's really different from how salary used to work?
Completely different. In the 90s, you had a conversation, made your case, shook hands.
Because you had a relationship?
And flexibility. My boss could respond to reality. Now everything's formula.
So you can't negotiate with a formula?
That's what I thought. But Tom said something interesting.
What?
He said I need to understand the system before I can argue with it. Figure out what it's missing. Then show him.
So you're not fighting the computer?
I'm giving Tom information the computer doesn't have, showing him what's incomplete.
That makes sense. If the data isn't complete, the decision is incomplete.
Right, but I don't know exactly how to do that. I know what the system is missing, but I don't know how to talk about it.
That's where the language comes in?
That's where you come in. Grammar focus 1.
Okay, first problem. You can't say I deserve a raise.
But I do deserve it.
That's emotional. Puts people on defense.
So what do I say?
Try. I'd like to align my compensation with market data.
I'd like to align my compensation with market data.
There. That's different, right?
Sounds very businesslike.
That's the point. One's about you. The other's about solving a problem.
What if I'm talking to Sarah?
Same thing. What would you say?
Sarah, Let's align your compensation with your actual market value.
Perfect. Same pattern. Same power. What if you're frustrated? Can you say this isn't fair?
Probably not.
Right. Try, I'd like to discuss the methodology behind this decision.
I'd like to discuss the methodology.
You're angry inside?
Definitely.
But your words are professional. That's where your power is.
So, the pattern is emotional words are bad?
Emotional words, deserve, unfair, frustrated. They trigger defense mode.
And professional words?
Align, methodology, market data. They trigger problem-solving mode.
So it's not about what I feel, it's how I phrase it?
Exactly.
Part 2.
So you know how this system works from the inside?
Yeah. I've been working with it for 6 years with my team.
What does it actually look at?
Job title, years in role, location,
That's it?
maybe education. Then it calculates a number.
The number is what? The market rate?
The minimum. What's the lowest we can offer and still keep this person?
Wait, the minimum, not the fair value?
Minimum. Companies use it to save 40% on review time.
So it's fast, but not accurate?
Not even close. With Sarah, it didn't see she reduced deployment time by 30%.
That's significant.
Huge. Changed our whole pipeline. But the system doesn't see it.
Because it doesn't have that data?
Right. It only has what's in the system. Title, years, location.
So if you brought new data,
The decision might change.
maybe Tom could at least escalate it.
The thing that bothers me is Tom said he can't override it.
Can't or won't.
Can't, I think. But he said I could make a case for an exception.
How?
Bring him data the system doesn't have. Market data. Impact metrics.
So you're not saying the system is wrong?
No, I'm saying it's incomplete.
That's smarter.
Yeah, Tom can't fight his own systems. But he can fight the data
So you're giving him ammunition?
to take to his boss, saying, the system gave us incomplete information.
And his boss might say what?
Okay, let's adjust for this exceptional case.
You think it'll work?
I don't know, but at least I'm trying.
Since I just finished my master's in business communication, do you want me to help you talk to your boss?
Yeah, I want to see what you actually learned in school.
Well, we have this grammar focus section. We'll look at how you're phrasing things. That's where the real power is. It's all about how you say it. Grammar focus 2. Okay, so you need to talk to Tom about this case.
Right.
How are you going to start that conversation?
Tom, my salary was determined by the system, but
Wait, my salary was determined. Who's doing the action there?
the system.
Right. You're passive. You're the object.
So I shouldn't say that?
Not in a negotiation. Try again.
Tom, I analyzed the data the system used.
Better. Now you're active.
Now I did the action?
Exactly. You analyzed. You determined. You prepared.
But so what? Why does that matter?
Because it sounds like you drive outcomes. Not like things happen to you.
Even though, technically, the system made the decision?
Even though. Your language sets the tone for the conversation.
So passive is weak?
In negotiation, yes. Compare these.
Okay,
My compensation was calculated below market versus I calculated my market value at $120 K.
the second sounds like I did research.
You did do research. Own it.
I calculated my market value. I brought the data. I prepared the case.
Now try it with Sarah. How would you say it?
Sarah, I've reviewed your market value. It's significantly higher than your current pay.
Perfect. You're doing the action. You're in control.
Part 3.
Okay, so you have data. You have language. What's the actual plan?
I don't have one yet. That's why I need your help.
Okay, first, what data do you have right now?
None. So I need to research first.
Your market value?
Right. Tom said, bring proof I'm below market.
Where would you even start?
I'd check Glassdoor. LinkedIn has salary data too.
Just 2 sources?
3 probably. Pay scale also, but not more than that.
Why not?
If I tried to do everything perfectly, I'll never start. Just 3 good sources is enough.
Okay, so you get the data, then you talk to Tom?
Actually, no, not yet.
No?
I've been managing people for 6 years. You don't walk in with all your cards showing.
So what do you do?
Schedule first. Email him. Keep it simple.
What do you say?
Something like, I'd like to discuss my career path and compensation. Do you have time this week?
That's it? You don't tell him more?
No. Let him think about it. He'll know what it's about anyway.
But you haven't shown him your numbers?
Not yet. All week he's wondering what I'm going to say. And I'm preparing.
Why does that help?
Because I'll be ready. Data ready. Language ready. Strategy ready.
So he's thinking about it, but you're actually prepared?
Exactly. That's the advantage.
When you actually meet him, what's your opening?
I think I just thank him for his time. Then present the data?
Do you ask him anything first?
Like what?
Like, what his thinking is? About the algorithm or the budget?
Oh, that's actually smart. I can ask about his constraints before I show everything.
Right. Then he tells you what he's dealing with.
And I'm not attacking the system. I'm just adding information.
Exactly. You're saying, hey, here's what the algorithm didn't see.
I like that approach better. It's collaborative. But what if he says no, even after all this?
What do you mean?
What if he looks at all my data and still says he can't do anything?
Do you have other options?
Right now? No.
That's a problem.
Why?
Because you need a BATNA, a backup plan.
Like what?
Like, knowing you could find another job if this doesn't work out.
I haven't looked for another job in 15 years.
Exactly. So before you negotiate with Tom, you need to know you could leave.
Does Tom need to know that?
Not directly, but you need to know it. That changes how confident you sound.
So even if I'm nervous, I'll sound like someone who knows my value?
Because you do know it. And you have options, even if you haven't officially pursued them yet.
Okay. But here's the thing. Knowing my value is one thing. Saying it the right way is completely different.
What do you mean?
I know what I need to say. But there's business language I need to learn. The way professionals talk about negotiation.
Exactly. You need idioms, phrasal verbs, business expressions that sound professional and powerful.
Like what?
That's what we're doing now. Grammar Focus 3. Grammar Focus 3. When you're in that meeting, you need specific phrases.
Like what?
Like come prepared with. You're showing up with something ready.
How do I use that?
I came prepared with 3 market analyses.
I came prepared with 3 market analyses. Okay, that works.
Good. Now what if Tom pushes back?
What do I say?
You push back on his offer. It means to respectfully disagree.
How?
I appreciate the offer, but I need to push back on this range. Here's why.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to push back on this range.
Right. That's the phrase. But what if Tom says no?
Then I look elsewhere. I know better than to stay somewhere I'm not valued.
Right. But you need the phrase for that conversation.
What phrase?
Walk away from. It's how you say it professionally.
So I'd say, I'm willing to walk away from this deal? That's the language, not the concept. I already know I'd leave.
There's one more. Align compensation.
I've heard that one.
Good. But also expand scope. It means you want more responsibility, not just more money.
So I say, I'd like to align my compensation and expand my scope.
Exactly.
Expand my scope. That sounds like I'm growing in the role, not just getting a raise.
That's the difference. You're thinking bigger. Final reflection. So, Dad, we covered something really important today. Salary negotiation isn't just about money. It's about knowing your value.
3 grammar things. We covered 3 communication strategies.
Right. First one, emotional versus professional language.
I deserve a raise sounds emotional, but I'd like to align my compensation with market data is professional.
Why does that matter in negotiation?
Because Tom doesn't argue with data. He argues with emotion. Professional language changes how he listens to me.
Exactly. Second mistake, active versus passive voice.
I said, my salary was determined by the system, instead of, I analyzed the data and brought a case.
And in negotiation, which one makes you sound more powerful?
The active voice. I'm doing the action. I'm not the victim of the system.
That's what people hear. Not weakness, but strength and preparation.
The third was phrasal verbs. Come prepared, push back, walk away.
These aren't just grammar. They're the language of power in business.
When I say come prepared with data, I sound like I know what I'm doing, not like I'm asking for a favor.
Exactly. And that's what changes the entire negotiation dynamic.
But the bigger thing we talked about was BATNA.
Right. Knowing what other companies would pay you.
That changes my energy, my confidence. Not because I tell Tom, but because I actually know I have options.
And he feels that. People can sense when you're choosing to stay versus when you have to stay.
So salary negotiation is really about knowing myself.
Yes, it's about data. It's about language. But most of all, it's about knowing your actual market value and being willing to walk away if you're not valued.
That's uncomfortable.
It is. But that discomfort is what gives you power. Job loyalty is dead, but self-respect isn't.
I can work with that.
Next time, we're talking about something totally different. Homeownership. Whether buying a house is actually a good idea in 2025.
We have very different views on that too.
We do, and that's what makes this work.
Thanks for listening to Dad and Sophia Talk.
Key learning point.